Hello, everyone, and welcome to Taper Talk. Today is Sunday, September 29th, I believe. Let me just double check that. I know it's Sunday, but the date is, yep, September 29th. And if you could see in the background, the leaves are starting to change, and it is absolutely beautiful. Okay. Sorry for the movement of the camera. This is Taper Talk. Informal, spontaneous, off the cuff conversations, just hanging out, talking, thinking about things, having a cup of coffee, and talking. So, what I want to talk about today, today's topic of conversation is gut health, our microbiome, okay? It is interesting today. This is a really hot topic. Hot topic. Your gut health and microbiome. Go to your health store. Probiotics. It's probably the most expensive item you could find, and 90% of the stuff is dog shit. It's bullshit. First of all, the probiotics have to be not frozen but refrigerated. So if you're going to GNC or Rite Aid or whatever, and you're picking it off the counter there, that's just not, that's shit. You read the back of the bottle, and it has all these items. By the way, none of this is FDA approved. You don't know what you're getting. Is the stuff in there? What about quality control? Nobody knows any of this stuff. So you may be slapping down $50, $60 for a bottle, a month's supply of really nonsense. But anyway, I'm not here to talk about that so much. I want to really get into this gut health and microbiome. So what I find interesting is how we screw up, right? It wasn't too long ago where we said, oh, make sure you're clean, like this excessive cleanliness, wash your hands with this soap, shower constantly. Well, that turns out to be absolutely an unhealthy thing to do, to be excessively clean, especially when you're a kid going to school. Make sure you shower, and it's healthy to play in dirt, in the mud. Listen, your body is an ecosystem, right? So half of your body is bacteria. By the way, people used to say, oh my God, you're only 10% human. 90% of the stuff is bacteria and all that. Now listen, that's an exaggeration. That's not true at all. It turns out to be about 50%. So your body's made up of trillions and trillions of cells, right? 37 trillion, who knows what it is. It's a huge number. Half of that is bacteria. All these other species, like billions of different types, the types of bacteria. So let me just go back to this. Excessive cleanliness is not good, right? Using this certain, now we're learning this stuff. Here's another thing. I'm going to name 3 things that we used to do and now we know is incorrect. Okay, number 1, as we talk, excessive cleanliness, not a good thing. It's good to be dirty, right? It really is. I don't shower every day. I know that sounds gross, but I don't, okay? It's not healthy. It's not good, okay? Number 2, cesarean section. Listen, vaginal birth, there's a reason. This is nature. This is common sense. I wrote this down here. I just Googled this. The vagina has 131 different cultures of bacteria. Your vagina is filled with thousands and thousands of different species of culture, 31 different cultures. How about that? So vaginal birth is so important. And I know in certain situations and it's in an emergency, but stay away from cesarean section if at all possible, right? So, and then speaking with a childbirth and raising a baby, the third thing I want to talk about is doing away with breastfeeding. Breastfeeding is so important and as natural as can be. So the 3 harms: excessive cleanliness, cesarean section, not having a vaginal birth, and then not breastfeeding your children. Now, having said that, there are certainly things, bacteria, that could fucking kill you, right? We know that. It's super complicated, right? Your body is an ecosystem, right? So there's a balance, and here when going back to just taking probiotics, you're just throwing down these pills. You don't even know what you're doing actually. So we're learning about this stuff. In fact, I want to bring this up, and this sounds really really gross, but we've all heard about it in the news. People having fecal transplants, right? Okay, it is exactly what it sounds like. You're having, I don't know how you ingest this, either pill or surgically or up the colon. I don't know how this is actually performed, but there are fecal transplants. There are also people who are actually freezing their shit, literally, quite literally freezing their feces for later use, right? Later on in life, you develop IBS or Crohn's disease. You take that healthy sample of shit and implant it. It's really interesting and exciting stuff. I'm just writing down a couple of things here. Oh, biotics. We're finding out, like, oh, you're sick, just take antibiotics, no problem. One of the worst things you could do. Listen, when you have an infection, there's a time and place, but be careful with this. Okay, so I think I covered most of the stuff. I just jotted down a couple of things here. So your microbiome, gut health. Your microbiome, it's an ecosystem. Think about that, people. And don't shower every day. Oh, and by the way, I'll leave you with this. Your mouth, I jotted this down. Your mouth has 5,000 different species in your mouth. Very dirty spot, okay? Any sort of orifice. I'm stating the obvious. I know it sounds gross, right? It's disgusting, but that's fucking life, man. We're animals. We're primates. Enough with this cleanliness stuff, all right? Okay. Good friends, good books, and a sleepy conscience. Peace, love, and understanding here on Tabor Talk.